takushichinja izvi todawo kamukomanisi itimaya takushichinja chingoti ngapinde itimaya takushichinja izvi todawo kamukomanisi itimaya takushichinja chingoti ngapinde dai tisiri mbavha idzikoni kuti nezeki inga vanhu vakanga vatovhota wani vachida chamisatungamiri kusvitsa nyika pari nani koni kuti nezeki karamba nazvino vanongoshedzera hanzi chamisatungamira asi zeki yacho inoramba unonzwa voti ngapinde mukomana ngapinde asi zeki chiramba hanzi ngapinde chamisa ngapinde asi zeki chiramba itimaya takushichinja izvi todawo kamukomanisi itimaya takushichinja chingoti ngapinde itimaya takushichinja izvi todawo kamukomanisi itimaya takushichinja chingoti ngapinde ngapinde komana ngapinde chamisa 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 ngapinde
Good morning, good afternoon, Zimbabweans. Thank you so much for joining us. We are live on ZimEye, and we are also live on Change Radio, the radio itself, and Change Radio Facebook, Change Radio YouTube. You are all welcome. And once again, thank you. This is Patare Namambo Sose. Yes, we are supposed to be talking to Honorable Molokele and Champion Maenzanise, but there have been hiccups in New York. Yeah, in New York, there are also hiccups. He had to attend, Honorable Molokele had to attend a late session. So we'll bring you that program tomorrow, 6 p.m. Zimbabwean time. But sekuzia kwenyu isati pererwi. We are going to revisit the president's speech and amplify some of the key points that were delivered by President Chamisa in his Agenda 2023 address. And of course, as always, I'm accompanied by my partner in crime, Champion Barbara Sangana.
Yebo, thank you so much. Chief Sose lingabe lavuka njani lachona njani mthwakazi omuhle emagumbini amane omhlaba sesiphendukile njalo Phadaro namambo Sose edale lenduna yako Sose namhlanje bekumele ukuthi sibe lo Honorable Daniel Molokele lo Champion Maenzanise bona abasemelika phela ukuthi basinike ukuthi kuyini okwenzakala ngale siyakwazi ukuthi kule conference eyenzakalayo eyabo mama gender so besifuna ukuthi sike sixoxe size ukuthi khona kuyini okuthatha indawo ngakhona ngale kwele America kungesenani asiphelelwa atipererwe chief sibuye le ndaba ezimnandi lapha sifuna ukuthi sixoxe ngendaba ye voter registration phela iyeza yenza phela ukuthi ujaha angene nyathemba sonke siyakwazi ukuthi kuza kuba le blitz eyaqalisa kusasa so kumele silinike phela information tofana wapha information ukuthi litshela abanye ukwenza ukuthi bahambe beregister ukuvota wonke umuntu kumele ahambe register ukuvota ukwenza ukuthi sivote ngobunengi asifuni ukuzwa abantu bekhuluma ngokuthi kuvota akubathiri ukuvota akulamsebenzi ukuvota kulomsebenzi ungayekela ukuvota uyabunika abantu ukuthi bakwenze lama decisions kodwa ungavota uyaba lelungelo lokuthi ucomplain uyenze ilungelo lokuthi udiscuss ungayenzi ulelungelo lokuthi ukhulume okufunayo ngelizwe lakho leZimbabwe. Ivoti yakho phela lilungelo lakho. Your vote is your right. Yes, Tsitsi Mugunzi, hello from Sierra Leone. How is Sierra Leone, Tsitsi? Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, Edgar Sibanda, CCC 2023. Edgar, are you a registered voter? Please, ndoda kuti utipindure. Are you a registered voter, Edgar Sibanda? Vese vachaisa ma-comments nhasi toda kukubvunza kuti makaregister here. Tine imwe strategy yatiri kuuya nayo futi chief. I-strategy esithiwa yi-5+1. Sizahlichela ngokuya kwesikhathi ukuthi kuyini vele okuthiwa yi-5+1. Yes, over to you, Chief Sosi.
Yes, 5+1. So you can also respond by saying I am a registered voter. But if you are not, you can also respond by saying I have assisted 5 more people. I have assisted my family, my colleagues, my community. Let's just hear what you have started doing. President Chamisa delivered a powerful speech. We don't want to be people that hear, things, and then from this other ear, everything goes out. We want to be people that begin to take action. 2023 is a year of action. It's a year of celebrations. It's a year of victory. But victories do not just come. They come when people have worked for them. And that's the work that we're given by President Chamisa, the clarion call from the champion-in-chief. You are saying you need to do something. We know you're already doing something, but let's do more. Let's hear from our President Chamisa here. I think, Estella, if you can play that video, and then we can begin to talk about the that strategy. And it applies to people in the diaspora as well. Okay, while she is preparing for that, we go back to the champion-in-chief's speech, where he was encouraging people to go and register to vote. And he explained, or he countered ZANU-PF strategy. It's ZANU-PF strategy to discourage us from registering to vote and from voting, because they do not want many people to turn out to go and vote. If many people turn out to go and vote, as President Chamisa said, it will be very difficult for ZANU-PF to rig an election. So ZANU-PF promotes voter apathy. They don't want to see us there. So they put people among us that will just be whispering in our ears, saying, oh, voting doesn't matter. It's a strategy because they are trying to discourage you from going to cast your vote. Your vote is powerful. Your vote would deliver a new great Zimbabwe. Your vote would dissuade anyone who wants to rig the election from rigging the election. And ZANU-PF knows that. And so that's the reason why the president is saying you should not go alone to register to vote. Or if you have already registered to vote, don't end there. Get 5 more people. Get 5 other people to register to vote. And we actually want you to do more. 5 is just the minimum. Help your whole family. Help your whole village. Help your whole community to go and register to vote. That's how we are going to deliver a new great Zimbabwe. Have you found that video, Estelle?
Yes, I have both of them. Is it the 1+5 one?
Yes.
Okay.
Number 1 pillar is predicating upon what we call running a citizens campaign. A lot of you would expect us to run a campaign by a political party. We are not a political party. We are a citizens movement. Every citizen is going to play a role. Whether you are in ZANU-PF or in CCC, you have to play a role in the citizen movement to make sure that we reclaim our country. What I like about the hunger we are facing is that it doesn't affect a political party. No stomach carries a card. We are all affected equally. School fees does not require a political card. Hospitals do not ask for a political card. We all face the same problems, and therefore it must be a citizen campaign. It's now a situation of the citizens against their oppressors, the citizens against their hardships, against their poverty, against their people who are depriving them of happiness. It has to be a citizen-driven campaign, a citizen-centered campaign, giving oxygen to our philosophy, citizens first, and citizens at the center. By the citizens, from the citizens, for the citizens, and of course, of the citizens. This year, we are going to see citizen power more active. A lot of you have been asking, oh yes, when are we going to do this and that? Wait, be active, be involved. We are going to give the signal to you as the citizens when the moment arises to make sure that you lead the change, you lead the charge, and you become part of the change that we want to see. Do the change and be the change. That is our call. That is our charge to you. It's your campaign. It's a citizens' campaign. We are going to build it around a citizen project where you are the architects, where you are the caretakers, where you are the agents, where you are the protagonists and the chief executives of this program. We don't accept you as citizens to be spectators or to be bystanders. Be the drivers. This is a call to action. We want you to perform your role, register to vote, participate in programs, participate in actions, contribute something. We need your support. Let's build the networks. Let's build advocates. Let's grow together. Let's develop our communities. Let's make sure that we build the citizen structures, which is the strongest structure and the structure that is going to deliver victory and change. Yes, there are times when we don't say certain things. We've called it strategic ambiguity. But those who are part of us and those who should know what we are doing. That's why the call for structures is not coming from the citizens. It's coming from other quislings who are not part of the process. But they...
There you are. Barbara, you can go first.
Yes. That was a very powerful speech by the President, Nelson Chamisa, Chief. And this shows us how serious the President is. He is more than ready to get into the State House. So it will take me and you, Chief, kuti tiite zvatinofanira kunge tichiita ukwenza ukuthi senelise ukwenza lokho okufunwa nguPresident Chamisa. Ngithemba lizwile video le esiyichayileyo nokuthi uvesithini uPresident ekhuluma ngokuvota, ngokurejista, ukuthi abantu bahambe berejista ukuvota. Ngikhulumile ngaphambilini ukuthi sizakhuluma ngokugcweleyo ukuthi i-strategy lesi sihamba kanjani. Over to you, Chief.
Yes, like we were saying, this strategy is based on you as an individual. Like the President said, he wants to see everyone working. And everyone should work for a new Zimbabwe, for a new great Zimbabwe. He explained that this is a new movement. It's not a political party. So do not expect the things that you see in ZANU-PF or in other political parties happening within CCC, because we are a new formation, new culture, new way of doing things. It's no longer the same. Otherwise, if we keep doing things the same way, then we are not a new baby. Then we are not a new movement. And in that movement, in the new movement, everyone has a role to play. Not only those that identify themselves as CCC, even those in ZANU-PF, we want them to play a part. So if you see someone from ZANU-PF playing a part, don't point a finger at them, because the President Chamisa has made it very clear that he wants everyone to participate. This is about Zimbabwe. This is about the citizens. And how do you participate? Just make sure that you are doing something. He says you must be doing something. If you can't go and register to vote, I know there are some people that got angry when he said that you cannot complain if you are not a registered voter. He's not the only one who has said that. There have been many people that have said that. If you don't go and register to vote, and if you don't turn out to go and vote, how do you then now want to discuss the issues in a country. You cannot, because you by voting, you're actually participating, taking part, and saying, I want roads in Wedza, I want good roads in Harare, I want infrastructure to be in there. But if you are running away from voting, you're in South Africa, you're in Botswana, you're in Zimbabwe, it's so painful that we have a voting population of 10 million, but every time we go to vote, only about 5 million end up voting. What about the other 5 million? Can you look at the margin? Can you look at the numbers? 5 million people that are eligible to vote are not voting. Granted, yes, some of them are in the diaspora, right? So if you are in the diaspora, this doesn't affect you. That speech will not affect you. But he's also saying, if you are in the diaspora, get people, get your folks, get your relatives, ana baba vako, ana mai, ana sekuru, ana mbuya kumushogo, vataurire kuti iko zvino kwaita blitz kuZimbabwe, endai munoregister kuvota. Blitz means you are using less money to go and register. Hauchakwiri bhazi kuenda kugrowth point, uri kungoenda pasera apo, pachikoro chepenya apo, kana pamagrosa penya apo, moenda munoregister kuvota. And that part, people in the diaspora, you can play it very well. You can influence people to go and register to vote. You can even explain, you can even educate people that it's important for you to go and do this. Even those that are skeptical, even those that have swallowed ZANU-PF's propaganda that voting doesn't matter, voting doesn't change anything. It is your duty. Uri mumba mako imomo ku London, ku Birmingham, muno ma America, uri ku Atlanta, uri ku North Dakota, uri ku New York, uri ku Ontario, uri ku Sydney. In the comfort of your home, you can influence change in Zimbabwe by just talking to somebody. That's what this strategy 1+5 means, that you are there wherever you are, but you can influence other people. 5 is just a number, it's just a figure. You can actually influence 50 people, you can influence 500 people, you can influence 5,000 people. Do that now. We want you to come back here and write in the comment section and say, I've written on my community group, I've written on my family group, and I've encouraged them to go and register to vote. Just your statement, it matters a lot. Remember, you're an influencer. Don't undermine, the power that you have over the people that are back home. They look upon you, and once you say something, they are bound to listen. Even listen more than they would listen to Mike Kore, who is speaking, or Honorable Wende, who would have come to them, or any other person, in the movement. They will listen to you more because they respect you. You are helping them. So you are a big influencer. So let's do that, guys, right now. This is a call to act. It's something that you can just do. You don't have to pay money. Barbara, how many people have you influenced to go and register to vote?
You know what, Chief? Isusu wamwe tiri simbi dzebasa. We started this mobilization a long time ago. First of all, I had a daughter who is a first voter. I had to struggle kuti aende kunoregister. She's now a registered voter. You know what I did, Chief? I simply told her she didn't want to go to register. I simply told her, if you don't register, I'm not going to give you any money, no money for your hairdo, no money for anything. I'm not going to buy you anything until you register. She went and registered, and she also invited her friends. So they went wakatowanda. So I'm still encouraging her to mobilize her friends, because she's got a lot of friends that are not registered. So I used to give them money for them to go and register, because in Bulawayo, where the ZEC offices are 2 combis away, you have to board 2 combis to go there. So this blitz, chief, people should hanzi naFaith Gwangwara iwe neni tine basa register to vote and vote for change. That's Masiziva for you there.
Is that your sister?
Unogara uchindivhairira namwene wazvo nhasi vauyewo kwedu.
Vatotiudza kuti vakaregister here kuvhota and how many people has she?
That's my young sister. They are doing a very wonderful job in Marondera, chief. I follow everything what they are doing, and almost on every day they register not less than 5 people every day. So people are responding very well, and I know this blitz chief is gonna make us happy. Most people are going to register. Hanzina Simba mukandatsamwa isu mayutsi ngatisvinurei, tikasadaro ndeye kwedu. Imimi mayutsi ka ndimi muri kuurayirwa nyika. Isusu at least takaona Rhodesia, inini nachief takaona Rhodesia, takaona kunaka kweRhodesia, and we can safely say kuti Zimbabwe is in tatters, it's in a mess compared to what it was when we were colonized. You know, we were better off colonized than now. We did not expect this nonsense to be there. So, Imimi, my youth, you are more than 68%. So, please, Simba, go and mobilize. I want you to come back to me, Simba. Mobilize about 10 youth, and then you are going to get your prize. You come to me, you come to Chief Sose. We are challenging every youth that is here. Register 10 people. And then you motibata ku inbox tine mubayiro yenyu yatichakupai, tine mubayiro yatichakupai. Doubt Dewa Chibonyo. Hello good people, how are you Dewa? That's my team, chief. Team yangu yeku DDC School of Thoughts. Thank you so much guys for supporting us. Please, Dewa, can we encourage people to vote, to register to vote? This is what we are saying. We were supposed to be talking about women issues. We've postponed to tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to have a very good show where we'll be talking about these gender issues. But we said we cannot cancel the show, but we are going to encourage people to register. Christopher Nyoni, and I love that 5+1. Yes, it's 5+1. One wacho ndiwe. So you look for 5 people. So it total of 6 people, and we will reach that 6 million.
Yes, put it in millions now. I love
it. Yes. And 1 + 5 is equals to 6 million. Mates that also.
1 million.
No, mates
if they encourage, other 5 million. It's actually good.
I like that. I like that, Chief. Put 1 + 5 equals to 6 million.
Yes. Ndoku kuda kwa inaita 6 million.
Yes. I like that, Chief. Over to you, Chief.
Yeah. Estella, did you see the other video that I sent you?
The last one.
If you can play it.
Matumira 3 ka. So mukure vaichitu kunoti yechi3.
5+1. Iri kutaura nezve specific 5+1.
It's very specific. That one is very specific. Yeah. So
1 + 5.
Guys, this is on us. There are things that you can say, Chamisa wacha akanyarara, Tripusi wacha akanyarara, Mapata wacha akanyarara. But this one, inonzi dunga munhu. Iri kwatiri nyaya iyi. Do something. Right now, make sure you're talking to someone in Zimbabwe. Send a message. Phone call. Here in North America, we call it phonathon. When we just, say people go and call other people so that we get this done, whether it's fundraising or whether it's popularizing an idea or making sure you're disseminating information. You can do that right now. Pick up your phone and call the people in Zimbabwe. Send a message to individuals. Send a message to community groups. Send a message to your village groups. Send a message, to your high school. It's everywhere. I know Zimbabweans belong, any Zimbabwean, every Zimbabwean who is on WhatsApp belong to at least 5 groups, Don't talk about me because myself, I think I'm in over 60 groups. When I wake up in the morning, my message, because I'm in so many groups. And I make sure I post, once in a while, I post in those groups. So please, let's do this. This is something that we need to do as Zimbabweans. Remember, ZEC's mission and ZANU-PF's mission, they do not want people to register to vote. They subliminally encourage voter apathy. They don't want many people to register to vote. It will be very, very difficult for ZANU-PF to register to rig the election if, for some reason, 7 million people or 8 million people turn out to go and vote. They are used to 5 million people, and their strategy and whatever their rigging machinery would have been prepared for or against 5 million people. And then 7 million people just turn up. So all those numbers that they would have used, to rig, in certain areas will be outnumbered completely, will be overwhelmed. So we need to register people. We need to get more people to register. And one thing that I want to explain, Barbara, is, and a lot of people don't know this, this is our last chance to register people. After the blitz on the 21st, we are expecting that Emmerson Mnangagwa is going to announce the election day. And once the election day has been announced, it means voter registration for the 2023 election stops. Voter registration continues. Voter registration continues. This is where people get confused. It continues, but you won't be able to vote in 2023, after the date has been announced. So please, let's make sure that we register all the millions that we are talking about. We have to register them in the next 2-3 weeks. Otherwise, so the next 2 weeks are critical, very critical. We need to make sure that we improve all those numbers. You saw that that post that came out that was saying Harare is, an average voting population of 1.5 million, but only about 800,000 are registered. It means we have a deficit in Harare of 600,000 people. There are 600,000 people right now in Harare that have not registered, and we need to get to those 600,000 people so that we can maximize, on our votes in Harare. President Chamisa can easily win an election if all the people in Harare register, all the people in Bulawayo register, Mutare, in urban centers, urban cities. He can easily win an election, by those people. But the problem is, even people in Harare, even people in Harare are not registering. They do not register. We have 600,000 people that are in Harare that have not registered. Bulawayo, I think, has a voter population of, 500,000, but only half of them are registered. And that's very sad. So we need to do a lot of work.
Yes, Chief, you are right there. I just came across this poster from Zimbabwe Council of Churches, ZCC, and I was so happy. Kuti, the churches are also talking about this blitz, Chief. They are also mobilizing their church members to go and register to vote. Chief, my churches, they are let down. They let us down. These Christians, they let us down because they think voting is not holy, is unholy, and yet they let people that are unholy lead them, and then they start praying for them. I think we are also in this mess because of these prayers. People pray for wrong people. People must pray to God that He leads us in electing God-fearing people, like Advocate Nathan Chamisa. We are in a mess. Zimbabwe is in a mess because our leaders do not fear God. That's the reason why they kill people. But when you have a different opinion, they kill you for having a different opinion. They kill you for being a member of the opposition. They kill you for for saying the truth that Zimbabwe government or ZANU-PF or Mnangagwa are corrupt, and it's a blessing that Al Jazeera has actually done a documentary, and they cannot refuse, because it's just as good as a research. You can't deny a research and a documentary that was done undercover. They were eating with those people, they were discussing, they were admitting how gold is taken out of this country, how they make money, how Mnangagwa is involved in all these illicit financial flows. The whole president being involved in these illicit financial flows. It's so sad. It's so sad, So these people, they must be voted out, and they can be voted out by people that are registered voters. So ZCC has come up with a program to conscientize churches to go and register to vote, so that they can vote for God-fearing leaders, Chief. Thank you.
Yes, Estella, you can go ahead and play that video.
Okay.
We want to launch a campaign called 1+5. Every citizen get 5 of your own, your relatives, in your community. Those who are in the diaspora, 1+5. Get your own 5 to be on the voters' roll, to come and support change. This is the new battalion of change, 1+5. Let us go to the 5 that you are going to bring to say, this is what I contributed to the Citizen Project.
Yes, I think
1+5.
1+5. You need to have something to show. When Zimbabwe has come, when we are in the new great Zimbabwe, you need to be able to stand up and say, this is what I did in this struggle. You should be proud of what you would have done. Even if the West comes to the West, which I don't hope would happen. Things do not work out well. You'll be able to say, you know what, I did my best. I made my whole village register to vote. But I know that a new great Zimbabwe is upon us. A new great Zimbabwe is coming, especially if all citizens do their work. You know that ZEC is not going to encourage people to go and vote. And we know that by what they're doing. Right now, I can ask you, have you seen any advert from ZEC? My church, like what Barbara was saying, my church are actually doing more. Zimbabweans are doing more. Citizens are doing more than ZEC. They are supposed to be doing commercials right now. They're supposed to be doing adverts right now, encouraging people to go and register to vote. Even this blitz, they are not even publicizing it the way they should be. They don't do that. They've no appetite to do that, because they know that it will disadvantage ZANU-PF, their principles. So we have to do our own voter education. We have to do our own advertisement of the voter registration blitz. And we have to do our own encouragement of people to go and register to vote. In other words, we are saying we are on our own. Atina ZEC, atina hurumende. So tofana utongozviitira tiri toga. So Barbara, I think itaibata iyi. Da kuti tione kuti patinodzoka mangwana, vanhu vangana vanenge vachitaura kuti ndakataura nevanhu vekumba kwedu vari kuenda kunoregister kuvhota. Ndozvinhu zvatofanira kunge tichishayina nazvo paFacebook, paTwitter nepapi, kuti this is what I have done, this is what I have done, this is what I have done. And it will also encourage other people to do it. If other people see that this is being done, people want to be associated with things that are being done by other people. It's human nature. People want to be associated with good things. And once you start advertising and talking about your good things, you see other people joining in, more people coming on. So let's talk about this. We'll continue this discussion tomorrow. But like we said, we'll be having Honorable Molokele and Champion Maenzanise continuing the celebration of the Women Month. Women also want change in Zimbabwe. Women are the most affected when change doesn't come. So we'll continue to talk about voter registration, even in that program that we'll be having tomorrow. So please do come tomorrow and tell us how many people you have encouraged to go and register to vote. Barbara, your last words.
Yes, thank you so much, Chief Soshe. What I can safely say, tell Zimbabweans is Zimbabwean citizens, we are ready for change. ZANU-PF this time, Kuluma, even if they try and rig, they're gonna not rig. Last election, we got 2.6 million votes. This election, we are going to get plus 6 million votes. So rigging yachona hakuna chero vakaita sei, we're gonna claim our country. You know, this country is for everyone. It's not for ZANU-PF. It's not for these big wigs. And you know, the most disheartening part, Chief, is the people that vote for ZANU-PF. They're also suffering like all of us. We buy in the same stores. You know, we go to the same schools. We go to the same hospitals that do not have medication. So I have incidences where people, ZANU-PF supporters, are saying we don't want to come up in the open, but come election time we are going to vote for Komana, and they are complaining, Chief, they are disgruntled to say every year we vote for these people, but when they are in power they forget about us. They come after 5 hours, they give us 2 cups of rice, and then they expect us to vote for them again for 5 years. A year to be suffering. Vanhu vangwara, Chief, vanhu vangwara. ZANU-PF supporters now, they are happy, they are clever, and varakashi, they are crying. Varakashi vari kuchema kuti vari busy kudya mari nevarungu. Isusu, we are defending the party, we are defending the country on Facebook, on social media, and they are not giving us money. The varakashi want to go on strike because they are not being paid. They are going on strike because they are not being paid what they were promised. So ladies and gentlemen, the ball is in your court. Those that are in diaspora, please don't send money to people that are not registered to vote. People that are in UK, America, South Africa, China, Canada, Australia, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, don't send money to people that are not registered. And these people, whom we send money, they don't even care, because they know every month we are going to send them money for grocery, we are going to buy them expensive clothes, we are going to build them nice houses, they are going to do everything. And after the election date has been proclaimed, anyone who register after that will not be able to vote in 2023. So register now. Encourage your relative to register now. Thanks so much, Change Radio. Yes, if you don't register on this list and the election date is proclaimed, you are not going to vote. So let's register, guys. Let's register big, and elect big, and protect big. Chief, teachers wait a program, your protection. We have to protect our vote after voting. So we will come back. We are going to come back with a series of programs that are going to speak to issues of voter registration and voter education. We are also going to carry voter education, Chief, because I know most people are not educated. They do not even know why they are voting. We are going to tell them why they are voting, and we are going also to give them other scenarios from other countries, developed countries. The developed countries, they are developed because people vote. You know, they don't, people here, like in the UK where I am, Chief, Izozvi, they now know that the Tory government is not coming back. The Labour government is coming. They will be the ones that will be governing. People know that. Why? Because the Tories, they failed this country. So they are saying, no, enough is enough. So everyone knows the Tories are going and the Labour is coming in. That's how things are here in the UK. So we will also have a Zimbabwe that is just like any other developed state. Thanks.
Barbara, ndinodoneta $10 makofi maviri ukatiimbirawo teya tichibuda panapa. Kanondinakidza mani kambe ikakaka.
$10.
Coffee mairika.
Women $10 show.
Fundraiser. And I don't know why you didn't bring the fundraiser here. You should be having it. You know,
We'll bring it tomorrow because we just thought we cannot cancel the show because our guests were tied up. So tomorrow we're going to have the proper show. And by the way, tomorrow we're going to have it at 6 p.m. Zim time. So we will be here tomorrow 6 p.m. Zim time. And we're also going to be launching our donation, our campaign, fundraising campaign for elections, fundraising campaign for women. We want our task force to mobilize more women because we know women are 52%, youth are 68%. So that's why we are targeting mainly the youth and women because those are groups. They are vulnerable. The youth have been disadvantaged for a long time. Some youth they've never worked. They don't even know what to teach on the pay slip, chief. It's so sad, you know. So the youth should stand up and register to vote and claim their country and claim their future as well.
$10 for the women.
So $10
for the women. Fundraiser right now.
all right. Ngaita say a beggar, beggars, anything we take anything. Chiro dama mati Dora ndaingoimba because Dora is something. Okay, Anzi. Madzimai makateya teya muri kudhara makateya teya muri kuteya ziwini teya muri kuteya ziwini teya wana baba makapenga teya muri kugara makateya muri kuteya ziwini teya muri kuteya ziwini teya mayuthi makapenga teya muri kugara makateya muri kuteya ziwini teya muri kuteya ziwini teya pa $10 pakapa puppet queen apa pandaimba puppet queen.
So folks, please tomorrow when you do our program, come prepared to donate to the women fundraiser so that women can talk to more women and register to vote. Remember, they constitute 56% of the voting population in Zimbabwe. So let's help them to register more women tomorrow. The fundraiser will be on, and I know the youth will also be having their fundraiser. North America province will also be having a big day tomorrow. So there will be a lot going on tomorrow. Be prepared, join something and do something and donate something somewhere. Thank you so much, those that have been here. Please, let's continue to encourage our folks in Zimbabwe to register to vote. Otherwise, thank you for being here. God bless you. Until we meet again in other programs, Chief Shoshe and Champion Barbara signing off. Thank you.
Yeah, Citizen Coalition for Change. New Great Zimbabwe. One people, one nation, one vision. Simuka Zimbabwe, Simuka. Chamisa Kindekezi. Gavini Hage Mkomana. I've been there.